For this example, I have a simple polygon object in the shape of a leaf, and I want the leaf to be cut by these chisel-shaped blocks that represent herbivore incisors. The leaf is already split into two pieces, where the teeth are supposed to make the cut. I decided to make the polygon leaf an nCloth object, and the chisel teeth passive colliders, so that the cut leaf would fall dynamically into the teeth after the cut. I could have made both pieces of leaf into nCloth objects and connected the two pieces together with a dynamic constraint. But because these were just visual metaphors and I wasn't making a photorealistic leaf, I decided to use a simpler setup. Here's an outline of the steps we'll take to set up the simulation. We'll convert the teeth model into nRigid passive colliders. Then, convert the leaf tip into an nCloth object. We'll keyframe the isDynamic property from off at the beginning to on when the cut occurs, so the leaf tip falls at the appropriate time. And finally, we'll adjust the dynamic settings of the objects so that they interact the way we want them to. Let's get started. First, let's make the chisel teeth into passive colliders so that they interact with the polygon leaf when we make it into an nCloth. Select the chisel teeth in the viewport and click nMesh, Create Passive Collider. Next, we'll make this leaf polygon into an nCloth object. Select it in the viewport and click nMesh, Create nCloth. If you rewind and play the simulation, the piece will fall into the chisel teeth before they even start moving. Click on the Channel Box tab to open it if it isn't already open, and click on nCloth Shape 1 under Inputs to reveal the keyable properties. We can key isDynamic off at the beginning so the leaf doesn't fall right away, and key it back on right when the teeth close in on it. So let's turn isDynamic off. Find a keyframe right before the chisel teeth close, and key isDynamic off. Move to the next frame, change isDynamic to on, and key it again. Rewind and play the simulation. The cut itself looks pretty good, but the leaf is quickly sliding off the chisel teeth. To slow down the slide a little bit and keep the leaf in the teeth, let's increase the friction of the teeth. Click on the bottom chisel tooth object, switch back to the Attribute Editor, and in the nRigid Shape 2 tab, change friction to 0.4. Select the top chisel tooth and change friction to 0.3. Rewind and play the simulation again. Now the leaf is cut, drops into the teeth, and slides just a little bit before stopping. Finally, once we're happy with the simulation, we can cache the dynamics. Select the nCloth object in the viewport, click nCloth, Create New Cache. Select a file name and save location, and choose a time range over which to calculate the cache, and click Create. I won't show you how we did it in these videos, but to finish the sequence, we can select the materials for the object and lighting for the scene, and then render it to get the final product, as you see here.